Alright, we are back. Let's go through this, shall we? Let me go through the tiers real quick. So we got S tier, which is peak. A, which is very good. B, which is good. C, which is average/mid. And we got Muzan. I don't know what Muzan is, but I'm sure we're gonna find out. First we start off with Pucci himself. I think he's a bit underrated, to be honest. I don't see many people even mentioning him when talking about JoJo antagonists. Like, it's usually just Funny Valentine and Dio and Kira. But never Pucci. I don't know why. Pucci's great. And he's, in part 6, which is also good. So, I'd say that is A tier. Then we have Ozymandias from Watchmen. I'd say he's A tier as well, above Pucci. He's fun to watch. He's well written, and he's very smart. It's cool to see how he planned everything. So I'd say A tier. And yes, this is based on enjoyment, and talking about the writing as well, but mostly enjoyment. Yeah. Mountains, A tier. Now, you probably don't know what this is referring to, but it's referring to Mori Buntaro from Climber. I think of the mountains as the antagonists for Mori Buntaro, so I'd say A tier. You could say it's not, but I make the rules, so yeah, A tier. Hannibal, I'd say S tier. He's, what is the TV show or the novel, although I haven't finished the novels. He's what is it? He's cool, first of all. He has the wardrobe, in the show. He got that aura wardrobe. And he's very well written. He's one of the best antagonists I've ever seen, which I'd say is S tier. And then we got Joker. I'd say A tier. Maybe above Ozzy, although I haven't read that many comics for Joker. But from the live action and stuff, he's very fun to watch. And he has good writing. So I'd say A tier. And then we got Johan, which is not S tier. I know, that's gonna piss people off immediately. But he is a very high A tier because he is enjoyable, he is well written, and he's very mysterious, which I really like. However, where was he? Oh yeah, Friend. I have Friend above Johan in terms of enjoyment. In writing, Johan's better, but in enjoyment, it was more fun to watch Friend, scheme and do his things, while Johan was mostly in the background or just manipulating people into killing themselves while just not doing anything. Although, yeah, Friend isn't realistic either, but that's what makes him more interesting. Johan is more like in the middle, while Friend is straight up unrealistic, which, I'm not saying one is better than the other, I'm just saying I like Friend more. That's all. And then we got Dr. Doom, who is S tier, certified S tier. He's aura farming, that's all I can say, especially in the comics. He's aura farming a lot. He's very well written. He even got some emotional bits in the comics. And I don't know if the MCU is gonna butcher him or not, but, I hope they do a good job. Ulysses, S tier. I really like Ulysses, although some people might not, because some people see him as obnoxious. I do not. I love his monologues. I love his character. And even when he's not on screen, which is literally 90% of the DLC, he's still interesting through the audio logs you find and stuff. So it's very hard to write a character like Ulysses, in my opinion. So I'd say S tier just for that. And now we got Aizen, who I'd say is S tier. He's very fun to watch. Instantly very fun to watch. He's very well written, one of the best shonen characters for sure. And I don't know what else to say, because he's just that cool, I guess you can say. Cooler than all these folks. So, S tier. Morgana. She is S tier, obviously. But when it comes to enjoyment, she's a little low, you know. That being said, she is still S tier. Just not like, she's not like Doctor Doom or Aizen enjoyment, you know. But she is better written than them. Yeah. So, S tier. Now we got the GOAT of all time, who is S tier. Uncertified and Peak. Very cool, very well written, and just, you know, he also has one of the best ideologies, best main dynamic, yes, I said so, and, you know, he's got a really good inner conflict as well, so I'd say S tier. And also, just his whole thing about perfection is very relatable as well. Funny Valentine, I'd say A tier. He's fun. He's fun, and his powers are really cool, and he's well written. It's just that he's honestly he's just not better than all these other folks that are better than him. So I'd say A tier. Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas. He has some banger dialogue, but I don't enjoy him that much. I'd say A tier. He's a bit of a... He's more like a well-written character, but not really. He's not really cool. He's not cool at all. I didn't really enjoy him. So you make that what you will, but he's like a low A tier or so. Sukuna, I'd say C tier. He's enjoyable, but his writing is okay, but it's really bad. I get what the author was going for, but the last 10% of the manga was just fighting, and it was not really much going on in terms of writing, so I'd say C tier. Dio, I'd say B tier. He's enjoyable, he has a lot of cool powers. He's not, is he better in the Sukuna? I don't know, but he's definitely more enjoyable, so B tier. Obito, I'd say A tier. He's the best. Yeah, he's the best Naruto antagonist. He's very, at least in terms of writing, you know. And then enjoyment, you might have Pain above him. I don't know if I do. I'd say they're pretty equal in enjoyment, to be honest. And I just say Obito's a bit better because, you know, he's a bit better. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Both of them A tier. They're pretty similar, I guess. Doflamingo, like the only good One Piece character, I'd say, other than Luffy, I'd say A tier. He's got a great backstory. He's, you know, pretty evil and real change of pace from, you know, all the goofy villains in One Piece. So I'd say A tier. And then we have AM, who I'd say B tier. His book is very short, like 20 pages. This is very hard to give him any higher than an A tier, really. So B tier. He is well written. I'd say he's like, I don't know if he's in the A tier in terms of writing, but I'd say he's decent. And then we have Anakin, who's A tier, although I haven't read the novels, okay? The Star Wars novels. So I feel like if I did, he could be S tier, but for now he's only like a high A tier. So yeah. I'd say he's above Johan. Furuta, I'd say, yeah, there or something. I don't know. I don't know about Joker. I'm a bit conflicted with Joker, but I'd say A tier. He's well written. He's very sad. His backstory is very sad, and His dynamic with Kaneki is very good, so I'd say A tier. Muzan, Madara, B tier. He got absolutely destroyed by his own writer, so he can't go in A tier. You just, I'm trying to move him to A tier, and I physically can't. That's how bad. He doesn't deserve A tier. A mountain is better written than him. That's all I'm saying. And then we got Muzan. I wonder what tier he's going in. Beatrice, S tier. I didn't mean C tier. I meant S tier. S tier. Very high enjoyability, although I wouldn't say as much as Hannibal or Souichi, but pretty damn close. In terms of writing, she clears everyone on this list, but that's different. She's just, she's everything you could want. She's an antagonist, but then sort of becomes like a deuteragonist, although you'd say Angie is the deuteragonist, right? So she just becomes good, I guess, after like episode 3. So, or episode 4, I kind of forgot. Anyway, yeah, S tier. Yhwach, same thing with Madara. He kind of got cocked, I'm not gonna lie. But I'd say he is a bit more enjoyable, So, B tier. Ulquiorra, I think he's a bit underrated, to be honest. I'd say he's Pain, these guys level, like that kind of level. So, yeah, A tier. He's very sad, he's well written, and he's cool. So, I'd say A tier. Aizen, wait, we already put Aizen. I don't know what he's doing there. Makishima, A tier. He's very good. I don't know where I was going, but he's very good. First of all, he's cool, and although he doesn't fight much, his fight scenes were really cool in Psychopaths, and he is very well written. I'd say he isn't close to Johan, but like he is better than everyone else like below him, I guess. So A tier. Judge Holden, I do not have Judge Holden in quite the high regard. I'd say he's like A tier. Some would put him S, but not me. I don't. He's enjoyable and he's well written, but he's just not. He just ain't it, He's just not S tier for me. Griffith, A tier. Bit mixed with Makishima, but Griffith is great. He's very iconic for being evil, but he is well written. He is cool. He has got hella drip, and I think he deserves the A tier. Meruem, I'd say A tier somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, somewhere there. A tier. He's very well developed. His dynamic is great with, I forgot her name, the little kid. I forgot her name, and his conclusion is very sad. So I'd say A tier. Gus, I think villains is the worst aspect of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I'm not saying Chuck isn't great. I don't know if people consider Chuck an antagonist. That's why he's not on here from Better Call Saul. But when it comes to antagonists, they're a bit low for me from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I'd say he's like maybe top of B, but he's not A tier. And Homelander, I'd say he's B tier as well. He's cool to watch, but his writing is a bit simple. Like, people are trying to make him out to be like, oh my god, he's so sad, shit like that. But I just say B tier, and not same with Shigaraki. Shigaraki's okay, although I don't know if I'd put him on this tier, but he's like a lower end, So yeah, only B tier. Anyway, I think that's it. Unless I missed someone. I don't know if I missed someone. But yeah, this is the tier list. I don't care if you think it's wrong, because I'm always right. So I'll see you guys in another video. Maybe we'll be ranking protagonists next, or maybe I'll do a proper video. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe as well, please. I need the clout.